A strange, flat red shape appeared. There was more pink in the room. There was darkness before the mirror. A presence followed that darkness outside of the mirror stand. The pinks and other colors built up in the room. There was now a presence felt along the east and west wall. There was a presence above, but it did not reach into the ceiling. But the presence on the floor was sort of indistinct like that. And as I scribed through the Enochian letters, it was like I didn't see anything else in the room. And the euphoria poured down me, loosening. At times during the reading, there was a warm feeling that moved behind me, shoulders and head height. And finally, I saw like an owl. And it stretched out a bit, I guess, in terms of standing up straight, I guess you'd call it that. But there was nothing wrong or slouchy about its shape when it was more round. And it had purple wings. We have mention of testing the spirits or entities or whatever you want to call them by their general appearance, the symbolic actions they perform, and their words. There's a lot of talk about testing and arranging things in terms of Hebrew letters and tarot cards and that sort of stuff. I personally do not employ that in my practice. The order of the sons and daughters of light is the perspective from which this is from. It's, of course, using the Golden Dawn sort of thing. And they scry, visualizing the Enochian letters themselves. They don't use a different method for the different parts of the Enochian tablets, whether referring to healing, depositors, cacodemons, but they don't call on cacodemons. They just acknowledge that they exist, I guess. The governors, the cherubic angels, the depositors, the Bonorum entities, the kings, the seniors, the Sephardic, I guess, I guess they have a different name for these things. But anyways, they don't use different methods when we're talking about the different things. They do point out that while some things were preferred, you do have some, like using the Black Cross, the Tablet of Union, which came first. It does make sense to use that. There is the description in the True and Faithful Relation of how to add another letter to the four-letter entity names to form what people call the God name, or the God over the... There's talk of the 21 letters representing the North Lunar Node cycle with, which is almost 19 years, and the head and the tail of the dragon itself as the representation of what else. And, the Enochian entities themselves gave instruction. Okay, the letter that standeth against the name to form the 5 names. So the Golden Dawn, they would have this in terms of adding a letter from the Tablet of Union. And of course, one of the things also, there's a difference in the Israel Regardie or Golden Dawn method and John Dee's methods and the Order of the Sons and Daughters of Light.